Hey there guys. So today's video is going to be a little bit different because today's video I'm going to be announcing that Say Stella is officially dead. Back in 2018 I created Stella, or Say Stella, because I wanted to create content but not as Michelle. I wanted to create and not have to worry about people from my life finding the channel. I wanted to create content that was fun in some ways and meaningful in others, but not traceable back to Michelle. I had a child to protect, I had a personal life to protect, and I still have a job who, honestly, if they found out I had a channel, I'm not so sure they'd be very pleased with it. I started my channel under Say Stella at the end of 2018 because I wanted to combine my blog, which never took off, which was called Shit She Says, and a nickname to try to bring myself into the channel, and therefore Say Stella was born. You have to understand that Michelle, as in myself, was going through a lot of really hard times. I was going through the judgment and challenges of being a young mom. I was also really having a hard time dealing with the deep depression I suffered after my father passed away in 2011. Yes, I know that's 7 years later, but you have to understand it had a very big impact on my life, and pretty much my life has been nothing but change since. And it's been very hard to cope with, and that is a big reason why I turned to YouTube. Was something to distract me, something to continue to keep my creative juices flowing, as they say, and also because as someone who lost my father when I was very young, well, I feel like I was very young, 18 is pretty young, I feel like, to lose your parent, and having a young son myself, I realized the value of photos, videos. I personally only have 2 videos that have my father's voice on them, and I will forever wish I had more, but it is what it is, and all I can do is just plan for my own son and for my own future moving forward. Can't go back, and that's like a big thing I've realized in the past, is that no matter how much I try to keep the dreams that I had with my father alive, I just can't. But I can be my own person and have my own dreams and just hope that they would have made him proud. Over the past few months, Michelle has been trying very hard to find out who she is, not only as a creator, but as a person. And I've realized that by calling myself Stella online, I have no personal connection to my channel anymore. Sure, all the story times are real, they're all mine. All the times with my sister, they're real, they're mine. But I don't feel comfortable talking about certain things because, like, to talk about things about my dad or my family, I just feel like I'm very disconnected from it because Stella isn't real. When people hear Stella, they have no idea who that is. I don't even know who that is. Stella is not real. Stella is not a person that is actually in my life. Even in my own videos in the past, I've always introduced myself as Michelle. I don't think there's a single video where I've ever said, hey guys, I'm Stella, because that's not who I am. There's one person in the entire world that calls me Stella. And honestly, I'm at the point where I kind of wish I would have used a different nickname. I do go by Mish or Michelle or Mickey or Shell. I go by a couple different names that are very, very similar to literally my name. And it's not due to a lack of originality, it's just how my life has been. Almost anybody who is actually close to me in my life doesn't actually call me even Michelle, unless they're trying to really get my attention. Generally, people call me Mish, Shell, or Mickey. And those are the only really 3 nicknames I go by. My first job, my name tag literally said Mish Mish. That was literally who I was. So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at, is I just need to find a way to connect to my channel again. Now, this isn't really a big physical change, right? Like, it's really not gonna change my channel. The content's all pretty much gonna stay the same. The only difference is it's gonna be under a new username. It's not really a big change at all. It's not really a big deal, really. But I just felt like I had to explain it because I am currently known as Say Stella, and I just don't have any connection to it anymore. And I found it very, very hard in the past couple weeks to film videos because I'm like, what do I want to be represented by Stella that can't be represented by Michelle? And it almost feels like, in a really weird way, and I know it sounds really weird, but it almost feels like I'm not taking credit for my own work. I'm not taking credit for my own videos or my own ideas because they're under a name that isn't mine. Like, I'll never write Stella. If I ever publish a book, I'm never gonna say it was by Stella. If I ever publish a really good photo, I'm never gonna say it was by Stella, because it's not. It was by Michelle. Michelle is the one that took the photo. Michelle is the one that wrote the story. Michelle is the one that came up with the video ideas. Michelle is the one sitting in front of the camera and editing all the videos. Michelle is the one working a full-time job to pay for the camera, to pay for all the equipment that I have. Yes, I'm pointing at my ring light, my tripod, my camera. All of the equipment I have was bought by a girl named Michelle. Michelle is the one that was the contributing factor to this channel. And to give credit to someone who doesn't exist, it's kind of a kick in the pants. I'm gonna be honest. I've felt very like, I just don't feel like I've given myself credit for my own videos. And that's why I'm kind of like at the point where I'm gonna cut off Stella. Stella's done. And so I'm gonna continue this channel exactly pretty much how it was run before, but hopefully I'll have a little more confidence and a little more personal connection to the channel. Hopefully I'll be able to speak more about different things that are actually involving me, because I've just never felt comfortable telling a story of MishTells and putting Stella's name on it. I know it sounds really weird. I use Stella to disassociate myself from myself, and now I'm trying to disassociate myself from Stella. Stella's gotta go. Stella is done. And before I continue on this video, where I'm going to introduce the brand new username and everything else, I've got some changes to make. But I want to say thank you anyways for you guys supporting the Say Stella journey. It was actually a lot of fun. Like, I'm not going to say like Stella was like my worst creation ever. I'm going to say I had a lot of fun with the content I created as Stella, but Stella is no more. Stella's gone. And from this point forward, I'm going to be doing things just as Michelle. And so with that being said, I'm going to make a couple changes real quick, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Hey there guys, I'm Michelle. Welcome to MishTells, where I film everything that I want. Be it fun videos with my family and friends, story times, reviews, lists, travel vlogs, literally any video where I can be myself. Any video that represents me and who I am. So if you like me and who I am and would like to contribute to my channel by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it. I want to thank you guys so much for supporting me in this little transition. I know it was, like I said, a very small transition. It wasn't like I did a whole lot. I changed my backdrop a little bit. I added some little art thing that my sister got me for my birthday, so thank you, Callie. And I changed my name, my YouTube name. That's pretty much all I've done. But you're also going to notice in the next couple of days some changes to my channel. I'm going to be redoing some of my channel art. It's going to be looking a little bit, hopefully a little bit better. We'll see. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you guys are excited for this little transition, because I just felt a lot of pressure lately trying to create content under a name that wasn't mine. It didn't feel like my own. It didn't feel like it had anything to do with me anymore. So that is why I had to make this little change. That is why I took a little teeny tiny, I disappeared for a minute. Sorry, I had to. I needed a minute to figure out who I was and to figure out why I was having such a difficult time creating. So I think I figured it out now, that I just wasn't being myself, and that's who I want to be when I'm online, is I just want to be me. So hopefully now that I've got this all straightened out, I can be me again. We can have a lot of fun on this channel again, and it's like a new beginning, and I'm really excited for it. So thank you guys for supporting me, for sticking around, and I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye!